Hello, my name is Victoria, and I'm going to be explaining Duchenne muscular dystrophy, otherwise known as DMD. What is it? DMD is a genetic disorder. It impairs your body's ability to create a protein called dystrophin, which helps repair and protect your muscles. Now, dystrophin is a rod-shaped cytoplasmic protein and a crucial part of protein complex that connects the cytoskeleton of a muscle fiber to the surrounding extracellular matrix through the cell membrane. Now, this disease mainly affects those of the male gender. It is caused by a mutation in the gene affecting the processes of the dystrophin production called exon 51. This is a recessive gene, and it is carried by females who possess one irregular gene and one normal gene. So men, however, are more prone to it since they don't have another X allele to counter it. 1 in every 4,000 males worldwide are affected by this disorder. People diagnosed with this disorder don't usually live past their teens. That's their life expectancy. However, technology has helped delay the inevitable and extend their lifespans to over 50 years. This is done with cardiac and respiratory care, and consistent and frequent checkups, as well as health maintenance. There is no 100% cure, only life-extending treatments can be offered, but there are more on those treatments later. Symptoms and prognosis. Symptoms in toddlers include difficulty standing and performing trivial and everyday tasks, weakening of the muscles, starting in the shoulders, hips, and pelvic regions. As for the prognosis, the disorder gets progressively worse over time, and the individual is rendered to a wheelchair or an orthopedic implant. Toddlers have much difficulty standing on their own and performing basic tasks like running and jumping, and these are all signs of muscle damage and potential death. This is when the physician issues the blood test. How is it tested? The blood test is tested for and given to you by a physician or a doctor for kids around age 5. Now, the blood test, it measures levels of creatine kinase, which is an enzyme released from damaged muscles. And the blood test searches for unusually high amounts of CK muscle damage in the bloodstream. So how this works is the CK indicates muscle damage, which in a normal human body should have been prevented by dystrophin. But with people affected by this disorder, they have more of it present in their bloodstream. Now, current searches today are all research and experimentation done on treatment rather than finding a cure, because treatment is the next step to finding a cure. Now, science has already developed a treatment that is supposedly close to a cure and is approved by the FDA. It is a drug that is injected into patients who have a genetic mutation in the dystrophin gene. Now, the drug allows your body to skip exon 51. Now, an exon is a segment of a DNA or RNA molecule that contains information coding for a protein or peptide sequence. Exon 51 specifically codes dystrophin production. The drug is called Exodonis 51, which is a eteplirsen injection. Is this a sex-linked trait? A sex-linked trait is a trait that is associated with a gene that is only carried by a male or female parent. Now, the thing about these is that this one sex-linked trait all of them actually, can't be carried by both genders. So, yeah. But yes, DMD is a sex-linked trait where females are carriers, which makes males more prone to not prone, but more vulnerable to DMD. Now, the only way for a girl to inherit this is if her mother is a carrier and if her father has the trait. Whereas with boys could inherit this disorder only if their mother is a carrier. And like I said earlier, they don't have the extra X allele to counter the affected allele from their carrier mother. Now, what I'm going to show you next is a chart of the odds of a child being affected and not affected if the mother is a carrier. Now, if there is an unaffected father and carrier mother, there's a 50% chance that the child will be unaffected by DMD, and a 50% chance there is a daughter who is a carrier, and a 50% chance that there is an affected son. But as you can see here, the possible children are here, and there's a 75% chance that they're not going to show the trait, and a 25% chance that they will. Thanks for watching our video.